Hey everyone, I'm here joined by Bryan Beeson. He is our facilities administrator for the county government, and he keeps us all in check in all of our facilities. So Bryan, you and your team have been working extra hard during COVID-19 to keep everybody healthy who is entering the building. And upon our return, you've been keeping us up to date on what's going on. So Bryan, tell us a little bit about what your team has been doing the last 6 weeks.
So about the first part of this whole pandemic situation, we decided to reach out and start thinking, what can we do to help protect our staff when it comes to interacting with the public, the citizens in particular, because the collector, the assessor, are the DA divisions, the courts, the deputies at all the deputy stations throughout our buildings. So as everyone is aware, knows, and it's all pretty much everywhere now, are we call it splash guard or sneeze guard. We refer to them as a plexiglass window guard. My maintenance staff, we went and bought oak trim wood and the plexiglass material, and we built over 300 linear feet of plexiglass windows. We then installed them at the collector's stations, the assessor stations, the deputy stations, desks. We put them in the circuit clerk. We put them in the probate. We put them in our Rogers Annex. We put them in the county clerk. So anywhere there was a window of a counter that an individual would interact with the public, we installed these windows, and all of them have a little slip underneath them so that they can continue to do transactions between the staff and the citizen that's using that window. We then turned around and started looking at what can we do to disinfect. Well, we were fortunate at the beginning of this to purchase one of the Clorox 360 fogging machine. It's a electrostatic machine that puts out a mist or a fog that we were able to fog and disinfect restrooms, public spaces, lobbies, anywhere that elevators. We do our CENTCOM, Central Communications, twice a week. Anywhere that there's a lot of interaction and people that go back and forth. The courts, for sure. Anytime we had a court, we would go in and fog the courts and disinfect those areas using this machine, which is highly effective. It's really a great product and great chemical. Our concern as we got toward the stretch into the 6 weeks, is that we were running low, obviously. So we were very selective what we would spray and treat. But we were very fortunate that Monday we got 2 more cases of the solution in. As you can well know, everyone is short on product, machines, and anything that has the word disinfecting on is in kind of short supply. So we were able to get that, so we'll be ready to go and ramped up as we get ready to start opening for the staff on the 4th and for the public on the 11th. We'll be able to do more treatments for that. And we also have got plenty of disinfecting chemical, where we disinfect all the restroom fixtures, door handles, elevators, anywhere there's handrails, anything that public touches, we're able to do that. Our staff has got latex gloves. They've got face masks and face shields to protect them as they do the disinfecting and the cleaning, and we'll also be able to provide disinfecting and a spray and towels to any staff that would request something to clean their personal spaces. My staff is not allowed to clean personal spaces of anywhere in our buildings just because of the, obviously integrity issues, and also you don't want anyone looking at anybody's paperwork on their desk, so they do trash, vacuum, and that's about all they would do in a personal space area. So that's kind of the highlights of what we're doing right now, and that is all 13 of our buildings that we treat or do custodial work, and the 8 custodians that we have on staff, and that's what we're doing in all of them.
Yeah, your team has been super hard at work. There's not really a work from home option when you're on the field staff.
Not at all.
Yeah, right. You've been showing up every single day, so we really appreciate it. You did mention this as far as for when we do return to work on the 4th. You are going to be providing a few things for folks to use upon request, correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Per the email that was sent out today by the judge, if someone does request any kind of disinfectant, we do have that in a pretty good quantity, and we'll provide that in a spray bottle as well as some towels to go with that. Yes. Okay,
so we are, if you do want in your own personal space, if you aren't able to bring something from home, we will have that available. So
and they can do that through a facility maintenance ticket, or they can call me or email me or Jimmy Walden. Jimmy Walden is he's our custodial supervisor, and we'll be glad to accommodate that request.
Well, and we appreciate you guys taking care of those public areas, because I know that's a concern for lots of folks, is how are we going to keep the public and our employees safe. And so you guys are doing taking every precaution possible during this time. So we really appreciate it.
And we will, starting today, it was actually started yesterday, and then the rest of this week, the balance of the week, we'll be doing the tape on the floors to help social distancing aspect, as well as we'll be striping an actual 2-foot stripe on our sidewalks outside of our buildings, just so everyone in their mind, hey, I need to keep my distance from individuals as far as when we start back up with the citizens using our building. We'll hopefully keep that separation.
Yeah, 6 feet apart. That's that's going to be. We're all going to know 6 feet just by looking at the ground. So we appreciate you.
Exactly.
Making those marks on the floor for us. Well, Bryan, thank you guys so much for all that you're doing for us as we return back to work on the 4th. It's really important that everyone takes these precautions, not only for their own safety, but for the safety of their coworkers and for the public as we do slowly introduce the new opening options in space. Okay, last question.
Okay.
We asked this one question called "Can't Let It Go," where it's like, what is the thing that you are, leaning on or that you're going to during this weird time? We've had a lot of people say Tiger King as their outlet to to kind of get away from COVID madness. What's your outlet right now? I mean, you guys have a lot of family in the area. What's been your outlet or your thing that you've been doing to keep yourself sane?
Well, I mean, you can see the wooden flags behind me. I've been making several flags at the house, and we've got the boats ready. We've been taking the kids and the grandkids out on the lake pretty much every weekend, and actually I'm gonna go fishing tomorrow when I get off of work because it's pretty. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
So you're a word worker. People don't really know. I mean, I'm 2 doors down from you, and I didn't know that you actually made all of those.
Yeah, I made all of them. Yeah, I enjoy that. I've got a shop that I do that. So yeah, and I watch a little bit of TV, not much, but I like to work in the yard and getting the yard ready for the summer, mowing grass and my rose bushes and stuff like that. So I stay busy. I got a lot of extracurricular activities.
Jealous. Those rose bushes, mine are all barely blooming right now. So you must have done something right for yours to bloom right now. So, well, Bryan, thank you so much from somebody who really is, concerned and, being very careful about our health around here. The steps you guys are taking are making a big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
It.